So we just recently, of course, got the October report. And as you can see, kind of this first half of the month, everything was kind of bearish and red. So today, the 5th, was actually the first day that everything started to turn green and bullish based on the report. So you have Wacky Wednesday, bullish activity, trade momentum, dip buys, first Wednesday in October. First bullish day in October for crypto. New fourth quarter money should start coming in, both crypto and the stock market. So based on that information, I've actually been trading Matic as well, along with Jamar. And as you can see, pretty much based on the strategy of the 200 and 800, we crossed the 800 2 days ago, which was about 79.80 cents. And right now we're at about 85 cents. So you're almost at a 10% gain there. But even if you're trading from a day trading perspective, which I recommend, just the way I trade is based on a 15-minute chart. You had a ton of opportunity with a bounce off the 200 today during opening bell, which is when I like to trade crypto personally. And you had a nice run up here from 82 cents up to 86 cents. And basically, all I did was, check my EMAs. We're bouncing off the 200, but also what I like to see is that TDI in that 30 area. And if we get a bounce off the 200 along with the TDI bouncing as well off that 30, typically that's a good trade for us. So, just wanted to show that setup here. If we kind of go back to the hour, just kind of forecasting where we're at. All right, so if I kind of zoom out here, we have a big FVG zone right here from about 91 cents all the way down to 87 cents. And I'll kind of mark that off for you guys so you can see it. So sadly, the FVG doesn't go back as far as I would like on a 1 hour chart, but just based on me visually trading this strategy a lot, trust me, there's a huge FVG zone with this big red candle that you see here. And I'm going to kind of go over here so you guys can see that clearly. So right here, guys, where I marked off, there's a big FVG zone here. So that's kind of my target personally for Matic. That would put us, like I said, between 88 cents and 91.7 cents. Right now, we're at 85.17. So now that the momentum is in our favor, and we see that we have consecutive, bullish take profit periods on the Mastermind report. If you're holding that trade like I am, I'm looking to take profits in those areas. So if you're not in a trade currently, in my opinion, the safest bet is going to wait for a cross above the most recent swing high. So that would be about 86 cents. So I would, move your alerts up to 86 cents. If your alert goes off, you have the bullish momentum, volume, sentiment, timing. I would definitely look to take that to 88 cents to 92 cents. Even if you're trading low leverage, like 5x leverage, let's see how big that move would be. So even to the middle of this box, that's about a 5% move on actual price. So if you're doing 5x leverage, you're talking about a 25% gain. Now, if you're more advanced, you're going 10x, 20x, 30x, you can do the math. That could be over 100% gain. So with Jamar, for example, he just said that he's up 600% on Matic. He's trading it at a higher leverage. So if you know how to pinpoint your entries and you're an experienced trader, you can get results like that to where you're making 3, 4, 500%, even though the move is only moving, 10, 15, 20%. So that's the beauty of leverage once you become a very experienced trader. So keep an eye out on Matic. Definitely think it'll push up into that zone that you see here. Let me take a quick look at Ethereum as well. So Ethereum's looking really, really, really good. Right now, we're currently at this FVG zone here. Actually, during the, yesterday, we kind of first came into that zone and we had a nice pullback. And that's what I love to see. Typically, price is going to react at the FVG zones first. It's typically not going to just push up into it and just break through it and keep on pushing. It's kind of a push and pull motion. So the fact that we've already tested some liquidity in this FVG here, I have a high confidence that this current move that we're having now, where ETH is, pushing up, we're going to clear this zone and probably going to clear these highs as well. and kind of shoot up to our next level. So our next levels, as far as FVG standpoint, we're going to be looking over to these areas, guys. So anywhere between 1400 and about 1398. That's kind of the typical next FVG zone that price should react at. So with the momentum going now, I think ETH is a safe trade. Me personally, when I get into trades like this, I just place my stops below the most recent FVG zone. That way I have a very relatively small stop in comparison to the entire trend. So, you know, an entry now is about 1376. My stop would be at 1356. So you're talking about a $20 stop. Okay. And my target would be between 1396 up until about 1411. Now, I'm not going to say that it's not going to smash past that, but I definitely expect price to react at those levels, whether that's a small pullback or whether that's a full-blown reversal for the next week or so. But the point is, I do expect ETH to continue pushing up. All the signs are there. We have the shark fin to the downside. I've been talking a lot about the shark fin and how that can really help you with your entries when they present themselves. And it doesn't get any clearer than that, guys. That's a beautiful shark fin to the downside. We had the RSI on the TDI go back into the bands, which is what we like to see. That correlated with the cross above the 200. Boom, you'd be in profit simply based on that entry alone. All right, so if you're holding ETH, continue to hold it. I definitely think we have some room to keep pushing for that as well. So one other quick thing, guys, I wanted to kind of update on is the dollar. We saw the dollar had a pretty big move over the past couple weeks. We kind of peaked out here, and then we've had kind of this retracement here as well. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, what's going to happen, you know, going forward with the dollar. I know there's a lot of uncertainty. We have the interest rate decision meeting about a month from now. So, you know, it's really a toss up right now what's going to happen. But the reason I brought it up, guys, is if you're trading the Forex side, which I even mentioned last week, and I see a lot of screenshots like Jason, for example, who's made, you know, $1,000 today alone just trading the Forex pairs. And all we're doing is if the dollar is bullish, we're shorting the GBP USD and the Euro USD. This has been a consistent trade to short every time the dollar gets bullish. Okay, so if you're doing your regular technical analysis, and for example, you see the dollar reaches the 800, the TDI is at the 30, you have a nice little shark fin here, you know the dollar should rise at least temporarily. And those moments where you know the dollar is going to rise temporarily, if you kind of check those timestamps, so like here, for example, the dollar kind of broke market structure here at 3 a.m., which is around London session time. What happened at that same time on the GBP USD and Euro USD? You had a fake out up here to try to trap traders. You can filter that out with the TDI divergence. TDI is here at the 70. Price moved higher. TDI is actually lower. That's a dead giveaway that this is possibly a false move. So if you add 2 and 2 together, the dollar is rising. We have false move with divergence on the GBP USD. What I typically do is wait for the FVGs to start forming in a direction I think the trend is going to go, which will be short. And I just take a retest of that zone. That's it. So that's how we've been able to make $500, $1,000, $2,000 a day, you know, over even the past weeks. Not every day, of course, but at least 2 days out the week, just trading the GBP and the Euro USD. They've been following the exact same movements. Okay. So that's the easy trade for you guys. Dollar bullish, set up on the dollar, short the crap out of GBP and Euro USD. Easy money. All right. Let me check the chat real quick. Jamar says market's popping right now. Get into a trade. I agree. Get into a trade, guys. The momentum's there. The report lines up with it as well. So there's nothing to wait for. A lot of coins are breaking out. ETC is a breakout. 2812. All right, cool. So yeah, get into a trade, guys. And you know, like I said, if you're trading the opening bell as well, you know, I just gave you a couple ideas right there. So if the dollar you know, drops down to maybe the 800 overnight, and we find support there and we start moving up at opening bell, best to believe I'm going to be shorting the GBP and the euro. Okay. All right. So same thing with the NASDAQ. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but the same exact thing. If the dollar starts to rise, I'll go in and short the NASDAQ. Okay. So around 3 a.m. as well, when the dollar kind of made